Fiji get us underway. Nathungu, the captain, to his opposite skipper, Sam Dixon. Regan Ware at scrum half through the hands of Oroko Lesoa. There is Weber. It'll bounce pass over to Tony Nashu. Had some support to his left in the form of Moses Leo, but check back inside. Amanaki Nicole to Regan Ware, who's wearing the number 64. On the birthday to his kids. Speaking of births, no McGarvey Black, no Dylan Collier. New additions to their families as well, and there's going to be a yellow card early on here against Fiji. They're going to be down to 6 for 2 minutes.
Well, that's a risk and reward. It was a big risk for Fiji, but a massive opportunity here for New Zealand early.
Can they take advantage? Oroko Lesoa puts the foot down. They're on the chase, but he might have too many wheels. He does so. Akila Oroko Lesoa on the power play makes Fiji pay.
And immediately as well, do New Zealand to take the quick tap. Fiji down to 6 men, so there's no sweeper in behind as Matana goes off the field with that yellow card. They fake to go to the right-hand side, bounce back to left, and there's the mismatch, 2-on-1, and Oroko Lesoa, he's having to step up as the playmaker in this All Black Sevens team, and man, he is looking good.
Yeah, you get the feeling they need to make the most of every opportunity they get. They had 7 on 6. And they've got a try straight off the bat and the extra 2 to make it 7 points. They're not going to get that, so remains 5-0, but a good start from New Zealand.
Well, if New Zealand are going to have any chance, their big boys have to stand up. Sammy Dixon, Tony Ngashu, Amanaki Nicole, and they all did that last set.
So Jeremiah Matana in the sin bin for another 50 seconds. A kick to the near side. New Zealand well taken in the air by Sauturanga. It was a wobbly old lift, but the assistant, Carlo Duarte, on the near side might have something to say here.
Number 7, Black, first challenge in the air, touch the play in the arm.
Number 7, Black, pull in the air.
Yeah.
Is it PK only, yellow card?
Yeah, PK only.
PK only, okay.
Oh, it might be evens here.
Yeah.
6 on 6 for a minute. It was a lifter, and Sammy Dixon was the one that came.
Number 7, pulling in the air.
Just a penalty. Geez, thought it might have been a bit more than that, but not so.
How often you see players go to the sideline for 2 minutes, contact in the air, so just the penalty awarded. Here's a look at it.
Yeah, both sets of players going up. You can't miss with the lifter. And I think that's a competitive ball. Yeah, every single kickoff, let's be honest. It's up to the lifter to be able to bring that player down.
Perhaps that's why we just got a penalty. So Fiji still with Matana in the sin bin, down by 5 here against their great old rivals. Fiji, their last cup final here back in 2015. It's been a while. South Africa have dominated this event so much in recent times. They have possession here, playing very narrow, understandably, with just the 6 players out there. Talatholo goes into contact. Nathungu at scrum half.
Don't pull him now, Black.
Dixon's in a wrestling match. But Fiji come away with it. Big Vakaruna Billy, Olympic gold medalist. To another one, Nathungu. Talatholo now. Big long levers, loves to stand in the tackle and offload. They get the penalty.
That's well done, Fiji, though. They negotiated that sin bin quite well. Only dropped 5 points. I'll be up to their maximum now with the 7. Matana on the field. That's well done.
Yeah, any yellow card that just costs you 5 points in the game of rugby sevens, you probably take that. So damage limitation, well executed from Fiji.
Black.
Fiji have missed the Cup quarterfinals at the last 3 Dubai Sevens. Notoriously slow starters on the series, particularly here in Dubai, but they did hit that final in Hong Kong back in November. Not straight with the line out. That's a give back.
I'll tell you what, they didn't start slow in their first game against Uruguay. Looked very, very assured. This game very much in the balance. I think that yellow card has just put Fiji off a little bit in their game. They know they're under pressure. Vakaruna Billy, resistant shot there, the experienced player for Fiji. They need him to really stand up now. New Zealand, again, a great opportunity. For me, Joe Webber's the key.
Crouch!
Yeah, Joe Webber's just standing to the left of Oroko Lesoa here at first receiver. Will feed this scrum. Regan Ware in midfield as well. Moses Leo, dangerous on the flank, and here he is now, Moses Leo. Look at him go so fast, gets away. Oh, Moses parting The seas of the Fijian defence. He's in for their second.
What I love about this young man, he backs himself as soon as he gets the ball. But it was a nice pass from Regan Ware. That's what got him on the outside. Look at him as Regan Ware gets it here. Moses Leo actually comes in, fakes out, and that's what gives him the space on the outside. He holds the ball in the left hand if he needs to defend, but I like the way he just looks at the corner, looks at the try line, backs himself and gets over for New Zealand's second.
Yeah, from the North Shore of Auckland, Moses Leo, North Harbour Province, 6'2", 15 stone, buckets of pace. Clark Laidlaw, who's not here this weekend, head coach of the All Black Sevens, pleased to have him back.
It's such a luxury when you've got a guy on the outside who just backs himself with his speed. It just opens up the rest of the field.
Rokalasoa try score himself. It's the Salturanga, who's lifted cleanly that time. Talathola, nothing good. That quintessential hitch kicker. Here's Nanduvalo, just juggles it. But look at Leo, reads it well. Comes back to make the tackle. Flicked up to Vakaru Nambili. That was really well done from Nanduvalo. Oh, heavy contact. Just another penalty, high shot from Tony Nashu.
I think it looked a little bit more spectacular than it really was. He left his feet to Nashu and took Vakaru Nambili around the head, neck area. This is where Fiji is so dangerous.
Well, minutes ago, they need to get a wriggle on. 12-0 down. Fiji are going to have to stage a comeback here. That's a loose pass from Nathungu, being well taken into contact by Sataranga. Dixon's there just wreaking havoc at the breakdown, as he often does. Is Talatolo often the difference maker for Fiji, and he will run it in under the posts. They're back 30 seconds before the break.
You just watch the way he uses the ball to throw it to defenders in the middle of the park. We're just going to miss it as he makes the break. It was a good bit of skill. It's very hard to teach, but there was a bit of fatiguing in the middle of the park defensively for New Zealand. He just used the ball to freeze them off, and they fell for it. Talatolo doing well.
6'3", 112 kilograms. He's a volleyballer when he was growing up. Just such a good athlete. He's got them back in it here. Conversion successful. We're going to have a restart. Try was scored before the clock went to 0. His debut here in Dubai last year. Such a high turnover of talent in this Fijian side. Post-Olympics, a lot of players moved on. Talatolo competing there.
Knock on, Black. Knock on, Black.
Nicole can't get the offload away. That's gone over the sideline. We'll go to drinks. Another tight ball game between Fiji and New Zealand. You expect nothing less. 12-7 New Zealand over them at the break. So New Zealand will go into their huddle here. Tomasi Tharma leading the team this weekend. Clark Laidlaw had a couple of issues with his passport. Hello, Clark, if you're watching. We're back in New Zealand. I know we'll see you in Cape Town next weekend, but what do you think the message is of this huddle will be, KT?
Well, I think they'll be pretty happy with the way they've gone. They really challenged the ruck and slowed the ball of Fiji down, so they've been able to control the tempo. I think that's an area that really thrived in Fiji in their first game, really controlled that ruck area, were able to get their quick speed in their ball, and they have been able to do that. Fiji, I think they want to play at tempo. That's what Ben Collins will be telling them. Play at tempo, stick to the plan. You're going to get your opportunities, but you've got to nail them.
Yeah, all the numbers pretty tight. A little bit more tackling, but Fiji's such a big offloading team, of course. There is Tomasi Tharma in the bucket hat.
It's a great opportunity for Tomasi Tharma to also extend his coaching career. So experienced as a player. He had a lot to do in terms of his intellectual properties given to this Sevens outfit. So through, unfortunately, Clark not being here, it's given him an opportunity to see what the head coach's hat looks like.
Welcome back to the Sevens in Dubai. New Zealand leading Fiji 12-7. This is a pool game. Used to seeing these two teams compete in knockout games on finals day, but because New Zealand missed out in the Cup quarterfinals in Hong Kong in the previous event, they find themselves in a pool with Fiji. Great to see the fans here. They're enjoying a high-quality spectacle here.
Well, for me, it's the first score that's going to really dictate how the coaches such as Ben Goddins uses their bench, utilise them. I think that's going to have a massive say in the end result of this one.
Yeah, Ben Goddins said during the week they learnt a lot from that experience of surrendering a lead in the Hong Kong Cup final. That 5 gold medal streak in Hong Kong coming to an end in the hands of Australia. Game management was the big focus ahead of this tournament. They've certainly got some game management to do here. They've got to try and find a way back against New Zealand. The ball's been knocked on by the All Black 7, so Fiji with Nthungu here, and Talatholo can run it out from their own 22. Here's Wakaru Nambili right under his own posts. Good carry over the 22. Ball's gone forward though into the hands of Joe Webber. They keep it alive. Rocco Lesoa to Regan Ware. Leo, try scorer already. Nice shoot. He's got Amanaki Nicole to his left. Here he is. Big, heavy ball carrier, but he's got a fair fight with Talatholo there. Ware again. Dixon in midfield. Rocco Lesoa just summons Dixon behind him. Spins and turns and back to Regan Ware. Playing a patient ball game here in New Zealand. Leo again. Slight high hand over the shoulder. It's an advantage to New Zealand. Can they make something of it? Nashu pops it up to Nicole. Keeping it alive. Rocco Lesoa. Opportunity beckons over on the far side. Webb a little jump step to change direction. Well read though. Here's Regan Ware again. Amanaki Nicole. He could draw a couple of defenders in here. Nashu's there as well. Ball's loose, we play on. Long passage of play here for New Zealand in possession. Rocco Lesoa, half break. Somehow holds onto the ball with one hand to Leo and Ware again. Nashu getting close to New Zealand. And ultimately, the Fijian defence allows New Zealand through. They held on for dear life, but ultimately all that time in possession for New Zealand paid the price.
Oh, patience, wasn't it? Absolute patience, accuracy. You can see Tony Ngashu's absolutely spent, and they had the ball. You think about how trying to defend that for multiple phases absolutely saps you. Fiji, at some stage, were going to break just because of the pure fact New Zealand dominated the possession. Defence tried to get across. They were pretty staunch, to be fair, for the majority of that defensive set, Fiji.
Yeah, Ware to Nashu, patience as you say, didn't force it. And Nthungu just couldn't hold on. He's got a bit of strapping on that right hand, and you wonder whether he's 100%.
It's the conversion, which is good, but I spoke about the big boys having to stand up. 19 passes it took for New Zealand to break down that staunch Fijian defence. That is massive, but Ngashu's been good. Sam Dixon's been huge, and also Amanaki Nicole has stood up.
Well, Argentina have beaten Uruguay, the other game in this pool, over on pitch 2 by 49 points to 0. So there you go. As it stands, Argentina in control of Pool B. New Zealand finish off this against Fiji, and this one will be wide open going into the final round of pool games tonight here at the Seven Stadium in Dubai. And now they have another opportunity for points. It's Caleb Tangatau hammers it down. Hasn't been given yet. They'll go upstairs, but impacts off the bench from Tangatau.
Oh, this is a massive call in the context of this game. Huge. If this is a try, it's a long, long way back for Fiji. Still under 4 minutes, though, which is an age. Oh, it's try, all right.
Yes. Thanks.
Well, that's why the Blues Super Rugby franchise have signed him, Caleb Tangatau. 19 years of age. Just the energy bringer for New Zealand, and that might well have kept them in contention for Cup quarterfinals.
It's a confidence. Look at him here. Sizing up the situation. Going to back himself, and a speed on the outside. Still had a lot to do. Saw the player coming across, but you know what? I'm going to go one-on-one. I'm going to back my skill, and I'm going to back my power.
Well, his first season in the 22 season, 17 tries across 4 tournaments. He just hit this competition with a bang. The extra 2 doesn't get there, but 24-7, just over 3 to go. Crucial score.
Well, you put this guy in tandem with what Moses Leo has done in this game. It's been the difference maker, I think, for this NZ performance in this one.
You talk about game management now. New Zealand got themselves in this great position. Just need to finish this one off. And we'd love to see this pool B with Argentina in it as well go all the way to the wire. Fiji will have to play Argentina in their final pool game. New Zealand will have Uruguay next.
Still not over. Fiji's score here. We're straight back on. A long time to go. 2.5 minutes is an age.
So many times we've seen Fiji come back
Backwards.
from seemingly impossible situations. It's going to take something pretty special here, but history tells us they've got it in them.
Tackle.
That's Jeremiah Matana, who got Simbin in the first half. Good tackle there from Leo. Tangatau comes in. Here's Talatholo just skipping away from defenders. Just a beautiful runner, and then just tries to shrug off another one. Somehow gets the ball away. That was incredible from Talatholo. That ball's gone forward in contact. Yeah. Dixon and Leroy Carter getting back on Mothanathangi.
Yeah, Mothanathangi, he's a monster too, coming off the bench, but Talatholo, he is an athlete. You watch out for this young man going forward. He's the next superstar coming out of Fiji. One swat, two swat, get out of here, he reckons, you know what? I'm going to chuck a pass in as well.
I'm not sure he could have done any more there, Talatholo. Swatting flies and just the softest of dish passes at the end of it.
Hold one more.
Yeah, one more sub.
Yeah, they would have enjoyed that. However, 24-7 down inside the final 2 minutes now. New Zealand with the ball.
Yeah, bringing on a couple of players too.
He's coming off on this
New
side.
Zealand try and close this one out. Be interesting to see what they do here.
Yeah, completed.
Do you keep ball, or do they try and even use the kick to get downtown? Turn Fiji around. Look pretty fatigued at the moment.
Yeah, Ratu Rathiri out there in the 14 shirt. Also, Alassio Nanduva. Mr. Nitro, there he is, number 35. Talk about difference makers. Great to see him back. Peacekeeper with the Fijian army. Here in this part of the world, in the Middle East. Back playing rugby sevens. Here's Leroy Carter. Kurt Baker is out there as well in the 10 shirt. Here now, Brady Rush to Caleb Tangatau.
No.
Rush arrives to play scrum half. Webber. He understands the situation. And here putting a bit of pace on is Shea Clark, another youngster in this New Zealand team, another teenager. Rush to Baker. New Zealand not bothering much with territory, but that ball's gone forward. And there's a bit of afters. Baker, there's players coming in, and this one could get a little bit out of hand. Tira Walangi Patterson's involved in the 5 shirt for Fiji.
Number 10 and number
Welcome to the Fiji-New Zealand rivalry. That's what I say to a couple of these young boys.
Well, it's taken almost 13 minutes, but it happened eventually.
We'll start with the scrum. Scrum white.
So that's a double yellow. It'll be Maisamoa and Baker going to the Simbin.
Maisamoa's been one of their best defenders. He goes through, and there's the tackle. I actually think there's nothing wrong with it.
I think Kurt Baker might have thought it was a little late.
I think he's already committed to that one. Yeah. KB's getting a bit grumpy in his old age.
Crouch! Boy!
Yeah, Kurt Baker in his 47th Sevens World Series event, approaching the big 5-0.
Don't push it then. Stay.
Nanduva. Now a chance for Ratu Rathiri. He put some pace on the game. Oh, that's been really well read by Leroy Carter for New Zealand.
Play on, no breakdown.
Just 20 seconds to go now. They just need to keep the ball and they can finish this one off and look forward to their final pool game against Uruguay. Here's Brady Rush, son of the great Eric. New Zealand, though, perhaps aware that points difference could be an issue with this group if 3 teams finish on equal pool points at the end of 3 games. But they're going to bang it